Okay, hey, finally, we have found it. I was hoping there would be a bottle of this. Hello and welcome to My Tiny Bottles, the project where I'm exploring my grandmother's legacy of miniature liquor bottles, one tiny bottle at a time. Or today, 5 tiny bottles at a time. If you're a follower of My Tiny Bottles, you will know what the box means. It means it's time for a new reveal video. I've grabbed a few of my grandmother's hundreds of miniature liquor bottles, and I'm going to discover them here live with you in this very moment. All right. I always like it when they're glass. I don't like it when they're half empty. This one must have leaked or something. Wow. This is Noville Fine Portuguese Brandy. 82 proof, 1/10 of a pint. So definitely kind of old. There's a tax stamp on this, so it's kind of messed up from the leaking, but I probably can find out based on that tax strip when this one might have come from. Oh, this is bottled by Ben Burke Inc. in Boston, Massachusetts. So they are the people who made Mr. Boston liqueurs. The Mr. Boston is Ben Burke. That's really cool. This just got a whole lot more interesting. I love it when old bottles come together with new bottles and, you know, it's like there's some narrative theme. There's not really, but it feels like it sometimes. All right, second bottle. Oh, Cavalier Antigua rum. I did a white rum from Cavalier. This is a dark rum from them. So I already kind of know their story, but I am excited. This will be fun to taste side by side. This is a rum from Antigua in the Caribbean West Indies, and it's got a fun story, and I'll find something else interesting to tell you when I start researching this one. Neat. All right, what else? Okay, hey, finally, we have found it. I was hoping there would be a bottle of this. So far, this is Benedictine. This is Dom Benedictine, monk-made herbal liqueur from France. And so far, I have found not 1, but 2 bottles of B&B, which is Benedictine mixed with brandy. We could make it right here if we wanted to. But this is an actual bottle of Benedictine, which is an absolutely fascinating liqueur with a really amazing history. And this one will be fun to explore. It looks old. Product of France. What language is the back in? Okay, it's in French on the back. This definitely looks fascinating. I'm going to have some fun researching this one. And then hopefully tasting all of them together, right? Taste this Benedictine along with the 2 other B&Bs that I've found. So very cool. Tiny bottle too. All right, next. Now, Bacardi Orange. How do we get all of these things like in the same box? They do come out as different boxes. I mean, that's why, right? These probably were from the old shelves. These are from the newer shelves, but so it's not just Bacardi. Bacardi, my least favorite rum. So it's not just Bacardi, but it is Bacardi O, which is an orange rum liqueur. No, maybe it'll be better than just straight up Bacardi. I don't know. It's 35% alcohol by volume, so kind of high for an orange liqueur. It actually doesn't say liqueur, it says liquor. Original orange rum liquor. And it's got French on it, so probably a Canadian bottle. Not for resale, written on the back. So I don't know if it was like a bonus that came with something else. It's also got ingredients on the back. Very occasionally I find bottles that have ingredients and I'm never quite sure why. So if you know things about like when ingredient labels were required in, I guess, Canada, that would be really interesting knowledge to have. All right, we've got 4. One last bottle. Feeling around here. Oh, I have one wrapped in paper, so let's unwrap that one. Hey, a nice scotch. We've had a lot of scotches already, mostly that I had never heard of before now. But the Glenlivet, this is a good one that I am very familiar with, and very nice looking bottle, very full. 43 degrees. So I'm gonna say post 1979, because that's when they sort of changed the way they counted things. But this is a single malt. This is the Glenlivet 12 years old unblended all malt Scotch whiskey. So that is super cool. And I am excited to continue my old Scotch explorations with this one. If you're excited to continue my old Scotch explorations with me and my not very old O explorations with me, then be sure to subscribe. I'm going to go research these bottles, and then I'll do an individual episode for each bottle where I tell you what I've discovered. And then interspersed with those, I'll be sitting down and tasting these bottles with fascinating people who have fascinating stories, and you get to see what we look like when we taste them, and sometimes we're very happy and sometimes we're really not. So I hope you'll join me. Subscribe below, drop a comment. You can find me at mytinybottles.com, and you can follow me on all your social media at mytinybottles. Cheers.